Isa sa paborito sa Miss Universe Philippines ngayong taon ay si Ysabella Ysmael o kilala bilang si Bella. Siya ay pamangkin ng pangalawang Filipina na nakasungkit ng Miss Universe crown noong 1973 na si Margie Moran. Ngunit maliban sa pagiging pamangkin ng beauty queen, ano nga ba si Ysabella bilang isang individual at kandidata ng kauna-unahang Miss Universe Philippines Organization? Ating panoorin ang kanyang live video upang lalo pa natin siyang makilala. Sa video na ito ay sinagot niya ang ilang katanungan ng mga netizen ukol sa kanya.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Ysabella Ysmael. I was working in business development and I'm proudly representing Parañaque City.
Hi everybody, my name is Ysabella Ysmael, or you guys know me as Bella. Currently Miss Parañaque in the Miss Universe Philippines 2020. Today I will be answering some questions that you guys sent. Closest MUPH candidates. So currently if you guys aren't familiar, I am training with the camp. We are a new camp. And we stand for coaches, advisors, and muses for pageantry. So currently, aside from me, I have two pageant sisters, Eliza Malinaw and Cristela Bello, Miss Davao City and Miss Aklan. So they're currently actually two of my closest friends, of course, because we've been training together, and just generally because they're so sweet. Like the day I met both of them, they were just amazing, and we clicked instantly. So they're two of my closest. Other people I'm close to is Miss Pasay, Zandra. She's mostly because she stands behind me in the line because we're alphabetically arranged by our province or our city. So she's also really nice. There's actually so many nice girls. Even Miss Jen San. If you guys are following, you know them, right? Marielle. And who else? I've also gotten pretty close to Rabia Mateo recently. Miss Iloilo province, I think, or city. I'm not quite sure. I have to get that right. But yeah, we've also gotten along pretty well. The past few days, we haven't really had much events yet, but in the recent events that we've been together, we've been able to catch up and to get to know each other. And every now and then I'd also talk to Pauline, Miss Bohol, Paula, the Spanish lady from Albay, even Miss Leite, Kiara. So there's actually a lot of them, and of course I have some friends, like for example Maria Isabella Galleria, Miss Sorsogon. We've met probably 2 years ago or a year ago, so she's also a friend. And so far, since we haven't really gotten to know each other that much, we're still getting to know each other, and I'm really honestly so excited because everybody is so nice. Just everybody. When you see us, we're all friendly. We're always smiling at each other and saying hi to each other. So it's such a great environment. So okay, I'll move on. You've had experience in the arts, so why don't you advocate for Filipino artists? The fact that I'm a ballerina and joining Miss Universe Philippines, I believe that's already my representation as a Filipino artist. I advocate for them in a way wherein I stand as one of them. I stand as a representation of them, and what I'm doing is dedicated to them. It's also to raise awareness of the amazing capabilities that they have, all the hard work that they put into, and also just generally creating a better understanding of what arts really is. Are you pressured because your auntie was Miss Universe before? Tita Margie is a beautiful woman who's very strong, as you can see. Just even in her photos, you can see how strong and beautiful she is. Of course, to some level, there's pressure because a lot of people expect me to follow in her footsteps and to achieve as much as she did. I, however, want to take it on a positive note. Although yes, she has amazing achievements, I want to, and I am honored, I'm honored to be linked to her, I'm honored to be her niece, and honored to be recognized as related to her. However, I do want to create my own image and my own platform, and I want to just take one step at a time and to just go down my path in the way I'm meant to. So as much as I appreciate everybody who's saying, you can do it like your aunt did and everything, I love you all so much and thank you so much, but just wait and see how I'm going to do it my own way. Hi Bella, just want to ask, if you win the title, what will you name your signature walk? Well, I've been asked this before and I've come up with a few ideas. I am open to suggestions if you guys have any suggestions. If my walk reminds you guys of anything. Some of my friends want me to call it the Swan Walk because you know how in ballet you have the Swan Lake. I think that's a really cute name. So far I like the Swan Walk. I don't know what else. Let me know. You guys can comment down any suggestions that you have to name my walk if I win the title. That would be so cute. I'm so excited to see what you guys come up with. Who do you think are your toughest competition in the Miss Universe Philippines and why? Oh my goodness, this is such a difficult question because there are so many good candidates. You know, everybody's so beautiful first and foremost. Everybody has their own type of beauty. Everybody so far, with how I've talked to them, you know, everybody can converse really well and everybody has really great substance. So it's difficult to answer this question. So I don't know, should I base it off of the public's opinions? I don't know, because I mean, although I think we have different beauty, probably based on what I've been seeing around, like in the news and pageant blogs, that one of my toughest competition would have to be Michelle Gumagaw. She's absolutely beautiful and she's such a strong woman and she's so intelligent, and you know, sometimes I just stare at her like I'm so mesmerized. But you know, even if she is tough competition, I think it's healthy. It's healthy to have competition, and I'm here for it. I'm glad that there's competition, but in the end of the day, I hope that despite the competition, we can all just be sisters and friends. And after the competition, I'm sure that this friendship, you know, between all of us, all of the girls, will last. How did you make your decision to compete for Miss Universe Philippines? Okay, I feel like it's my time.
I feel like it's my time.
Okay, who inspires you the most? I inspire myself the most. You know, I don't mean to give myself so much credit, but where I'm coming from, I hope you understand, is that I know the journey that I've been through. I know the difficulties that I've been through. I know what it took to get here, to get where I am right now. I'm so thankful for everybody who's been by my side through this. My family, first and foremost, my friends who never left my side despite anything that we've been through. Everybody who's just shown support, and now especially, you know, my manager, my agent, my mamas, my trainers, my coaches and mentors from the camp. All of you, really, you all inspire me. But the main person that inspires me today is myself. What is the best thing about being part of Miss Universe Philippines? I think the best part about it is how I already have a voice, and it's only literally been a week, I think, or 2 weeks. All of you, you know, especially in the Philippines, there are so many fans, so many people who follow pageantry, and considering that Miss Universe Philippines is potentially one of the biggest local pageants right now, I'm completely honored. And the best part about being in this competition is the fact that I already have a voice. I haven't even won the crown yet. I'm maybe nowhere even close to that because we're not even halfway through the competition. But so many people are already listening to me, like just you guys right now watching me, you know, it's amazing and quite overwhelming in the best way, of course, in the best way possible. I don't think I've ever had a voice this loud, and Miss Universe Philippines does that for me, and I'm so thankful. Okay, next, what's your opinion on the overall performance of the current administration? Okay, political question. Personally, I see the administration as, of course, like any administration, they're really doing what they feel is best for the country, and I think we can all appreciate that, you know, especially when it comes to, for example, infrastructures. I think we can all agree that there has definitely been improvement, although there have been some compromises, for example, like the traffic, and you know, especially recently where a part of the Skyway collapsed, so there's been some compromises. However, I think we can all agree and we can recognize the fact that the administration is really doing something about it, and that would be amazing. Hopefully it would turn out in the best way for the country. However, I also do believe that maybe the administration could be open to more suggestions when it comes to dealing with other things, I'll leave it at that, but that's mainly my opinion. I think generally they're doing what they can and we should appreciate them for that. Okay, what makes you stand out among the rest of the Miss Universe Philippines candidates? Okay, like I've mentioned, there are so many beautiful candidates who have so much potential and who are so deserving of the crown. Personally, I think what it takes, especially since this pageant is going to be 3 months more or less. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the term grit, that's G-R-I-T, but it's generally perseverance and passion. And personally, I think that's what I have. What specific advocacies would you promote? Currently, if you guys don't already know, I generally stand for women empowerment through mental health. Women empowerment is such a relevant topic right now, as we all know, and it's a very important topic. However, personally, with my background in mental health and the fact that it sits very, very deeply in my heart, I believe that in order to have empowered women, we need to also have good mental health, and vice versa. In order to have good mental health, we need empowered women. Mental health, especially here in the Philippines, there's a lot of stigma to it, and I hate to admit it, but it's true. We don't completely understand it. Sometimes we make fun of it because it's become something socially acceptable, and sometimes we tend to get a little ignorant when it comes to this. And as much as possible, we don't want to offend anybody who may be going through something, especially if they have a mental health disorder. That's the general idea of it. However, aside from that, also here in the Philippines, we have a lack of proper health care. For example, insurance doesn't cover mental health expenses, and I think that's very important. Aside from that, we don't have much access to these professionals. Either it's a little bit too expensive, or for example, in the provinces, there isn't much mental health solutions, and this is something I personally believe that needs to be focused on, and it needs to be emphasized even more by our society and by our government, simply because every woman, every man deserves a healthy mind. It's just as important as having a healthy body. Now, it's linked with women empowerment is the idea that if we have healthy women, then we have women who will raise the next generation in a healthy way as well. And the fact that currently there are still scenarios, although the fact that women have been constantly fighting for equality, and there have been so many movements and so many efforts that has improved our stand, there are still instances wherein, for example, in the workforce, as we all know, that some women are underpaid, some women at the same level as men are being paid less, for example, to give an example of what's going on. There's a lot of discrimination against women, and that causes stress, of course, because as a woman, for example, who isn't earning as much as she needs to support her family, especially single moms, it affects their mental health, it affects their well-being, and in general, it could also affect their children. So, in my opinion, it's very important that we empower women. We empower women to what they deserve, especially the fact that we are working so hard. There are so many women, especially in the Philippines, who are working so hard for their families, for themselves. I think it's about time that they are empowered in the right way, they are recognized, and generally, hopefully, it will create a better standing in terms of mental health. I hope to see you guys again soon through Facebook Live. Let me know if you want me to do this again. And have a great evening. I love you all.